Oh, wow. Okay. Well, you should be taking notes while I'm speaking. Anyway. Okay, I'm calling this meeting of the, is that too loud? Is that loud enough? Of the Rappahannock County Board of Zoning Appeals. This is the April regular meeting. All are present. Bill Peebleman, Scott River, Alex Sharp, myself, Ron Macula, and Julie Sims. First item is to adopt the agenda. Are there any additions, deletions, or changes to the agenda recommended? Is there a motion to adopt the agenda? Move to adopt.
I second.
Okay, all in favor? Aye. Okay, the next item is the minutes from the March, was it March 24th or 27th?
24th, I thought.
24th is correct.
Oh, it says 24th, okay.
Yeah.
Minutes from March 24th. Oh, and April 14th. Are there any additions or corrections or changes? Okay, is there a motion to adopt, accept the March 24th?
I so move.
Second. All in favor? Aye. How about a motion to approve the April 14th?
I so move.
Yeah.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
That was a great job.
yeah,
Thank you.
very clear. Okay, next we have just one item, a public hearing for a special use permit application for a tourist home, Ben, the new LLC. The applicants are here, Heidi and Lindsay. Would either one of you, or if you'd like to just tell us what you're looking to do?
An effort to maybe diversify what we're doing on the farm.
Step up to the mic.
We're trying to expand what we're doing on the farm with some of the previous houses that were rentals. We had one existing on Rucker Farm and Flint Hill that Heidi started 4 or 5 years ago. We had a rental stop here at the end of last year, so we thought we would pursue the Airbnb route and see how that would do.
Okay.
And we think it's good for us, and hopefully it's good for the town.
Okay. And how large is the parcel that this is on?
1,600 acres.
Okay.
I think that's
Do
sufficient.
we need to make some
I
sort
think they meet that
of,
requirement.
some sort of
The only issue was the septic clearance. There was a letter that I think was going to come from the health department was waiting on a report from the company that did
It should be in the
Oh, it is?
application, yeah, they wrote, Medj did check it off.
what I was wondering, so they found the records, or not?
Of the septic?
Yeah.
Uh,
I couldn't quite, I
It said
wasn't.
here from 1955, they
Yeah,
found
those
records,
records.
but they wanted basically some
Oh,
it had to be.
reason.
Yeah, the septic had to be cleaned and inspected and checked off as functional.
But they recommended that as programs come available, it might be a good idea to update in the near future.
but it's functioning properly now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can confirm, I'm reading the email from Medj right now.
Have you got one?
Oh, okay.
It's in their records.
Was it on BoardDocs?
I don't think so. I think this is
Okay.
Michelle's file right now.
Oh,
okay. Okay, and then you're aware of, in the staff recommendations, the limitations maximum of 6 people, maximum of 2 cars. I mean, is that, you're aware of that?
I actually didn't know that was the 2-car
It
thing,
was a
that's a surprise
recommendation.
to me, but it's really not a big deal. Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, it's on 1,600 acres, and this is set far back, I mean, it's not.
Yeah, you can.
I don't know if you noticed, but the other thing was we had to have the driveway inspected by VDOT.
Yeah.
And they came out and said, yeah, it's safe, clear, so I don't,
Yeah, it's the house right behind Greg Williams'
Correct.
place. The one that sits up on the hill, a little
Oh.
rambler.
So is limiting it to 2 cars, is that likely to be an issue with 6 people?
Yeah, I think you might need 3.
Because you might have 3, maybe not.
well, my goodness, maybe it is an issue. I just can't imagine that some given point, they might have people over and we might need
Yeah,
3 cars
I mean,
if we go.
I was just kind of wondering where
Sure,
where
I
that
mean,
came from.
is there someone that's gonna count the cars?
They got a
Okay.
position in the new budget for that.
Okay.
Well, that's what I'm trying to, I mean, because it seems like you could easily be in violation of that.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
With a
Why not
normal-
expand it?
Sure, if we have to expand it, that's
I don't know
great.
about 6 cars.
Is that a rational request, or is that, it seems kind of
Well,
arbitrary?
this is staff recommended conditions. I don't know if that may be taken from a different situation.
No, that seems kind of arbitrary given what we have here.
Yeah.
And
Do we need to restrict the number of cars?
I don't think so.
The number of people seems,
Yeah.
I would restrict the number of cars, I mean, like 6 people can't drive 10 cars.
But no more than 1 car per person.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, that would be my
I
suggestion.
think we should kind of just leave that out, I'm not sure why that would be.
Is that, Ron, does that seem
Sounds
something
like a little bit
not to
confusing.
have that type of description?
What, the cars?
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, certainly not 2 cars.
it quite honestly, it depends on the property. If it's in Sperryville, yeah, that could be an issue, but on this particular property, they could have 10 cars up there. I mean, it really doesn't, have any effect on the neighbors or anything like that, so.
So we could potentially not do
It's-
that.
And it's, as Jim pointed out, we put this in here, but it's, for the most part, pretty much unenforceable. I mean, it's never been a huge issue or whatever. And so, I mean, just to leave it in here is,
Can we just move to strike it?
Well, I was just asking, have you seen these recommended conditions?
I have not seen anything about cars,
Okay, we'll
that's
just,
all I can tell you.
okay. Well, this is recommending a maximum of 6 people. You're okay with
We went through this the last time we had our meeting, and yes, we are aware.
that? Yeah, okay. No food service, and then various safety features, working smoke detectors.
And get pictures.
We do have pictures.
Yeah, I saw this, carbon monoxide detectors, working fire extinguishers, 2 wall emergency contact lists, visible reflective address sign at the property,
Yes.
and terminates on the sale or transfer of the property.
What? Are you joking?
No, I'm reading. Okay, so a permit can go either of 2 ways. One is that it goes with the land and then goes from owner to owner. But we've been more frequently approving tourist homes to go with the owner.
Okay.
And so then they might, if they sold the property, then the new owner would have to apply.
reapply.
I see.
Yeah, so it's probably not a big deal. The tourist home doesn't, you're not doing anything special to make it a tourist home. So,
Nothing.
Yeah. so those are the restrictions or the conditions that were recommended.
Yeah.
You seem okay with, okay.
Football.
Okay, is there any other questions or comments from?
I would like to hear what information Julie has from Midge is that, I mean, that, to me, that would be the only question is that normally we have a document from the health department,
Okay,
and we don't have that at this point. I don't have, so, I have no problems with the application, but it might be pending the information from them.
On February 10th, Michelle sent an email to Medj which said, "Can I say I have verbal approval from the health department?" And Medj stated that I have only verbal feedback so far from the pump and haul guy, Derek Brown. Basically, the septic system was installed in 1955 and approved for 3 bedrooms. The septic tank was pumped yesterday, and Derek says the T's are cast iron but still functional. I see no evidence of overt system malfunction, but the house is vacant, I believe. He recommended replacing the cast iron T's, and I concur. At some point in the not too distant future, he recommended checking the condition of the D-box, which is now possibly over 65 years old. I also concur. But these are recommendations, not requirements. I can't require anything to be fixed unless I know something is broken, and that is not what I am seeing and hearing. So I do not have any objection to the proposal. I would just include these recommendations.
so, and the timing of replacing the cast iron T's, is that
She didn't really say, they're just functional. So.
I guess you'd have to cut the end of the tank. Well, that was her recommendation.
I mean, that is a recommendation. It is documented, and that document will be in the file, so I think that will, and based on her comments, is that basically anything she would be giving would be a recommendation because they can see no visible problems, with the system, so.
Could we make it ask you if we would inspect it again sometime, maybe a year? The big problem is it's been, 5 years or something, it's been not, that should be, a reasonable future, and at that time it will have been used enough to reveal any problems.
I don't think have the authority to make that.
I can't require that, we could surely ask them. I mean, that's
It's basically whenever, you have your system pumped or whatever, the people that pump it evaluate the system and let you know, but there is no state requirement or anything that you have your system inspected periodically. So I don't think, it's not a bad idea, but I don't think we can require
I
it.
was just gonna say, I have replaced the cast iron T in my septic tank. I've replaced it with a PVC T. So, I mean, it can be done. Mine was broken. Huh? Okay. Anyway, so anything else?
No, nothing of note.
Okay. I'm gonna open the public hearing on this application. Is there anyone here who wishes to speak on this application? Nobody wishes to speak. Okay, I'm gonna close the public comment section. What is the pleasure of the board?
I'll make a motion that we pass the request with the staff recommendations.
It's minus the car one?
But strike the number 2, which is the maximum of 2 cars.
Yeah, because Bill had made a motion.
We could, if you want to do that, that's fine. I think we can just leave it in there because it's not going to make any
That would
difference.
just be part of the motion.
Yeah, roll them together.
So did you move to approve with these recommendations with less number 2?
Yeah, that's fine.
And if you don't mind, I've been consistently, and this isn't just for you, it's been everyone, adding a limitation on no commercial signage. So you could have whatever signage you would have as a farm, but just no commercial signage. And that's been standard. If that's all right.
And just to clarify what you're saying, is that because anytime a use is granted, then it
Is
automatically?
not a commercial use,
So
absolutely.
it's just saying that you would abide by the sign restrictions, not of a commercial property, but of agricultural.
I don't think you want a big sign on your property either way, but. We're
Yeah.
good.
Okay. Okay, would you agree to add that to
That works for me, so.
I'll second.
okay,
So basically now it's without the car requirement, but the commercial sign or the signage is added.
okay, is there any further discussion on that? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Okay, thank you.
Good job.
Thank you for your time. Thank you.
And there's no other business, so would I hear a
I'll
motion?
move to adjourn.
All in favor?
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're fine.